think of it from a practical standpoint. I'm standing there with generals and military people in a cemetery, and I look at them, I say, these people are suckers and losers. Now, think of it. Unless you're a psycho or a crazy person or a very stupid person, who would say that anyway? But who would say it to military people with military? Because as president of the United States, I would say if I made that statement, if I have generals here, if I have it, I would imagine that most of them would end up in a major fist fight with the president, okay? And you know what? I would have said it was okay in that one instance. They made up a story. They just, out of thin air, just like a lot of the fake stories are made up by these people, because they're among the most dishonest people in the country, the fake news.
This is not make-believe. You cannot make this up. They are suing because the Veterans Association, the federal government, is actually registering voters in Michigan.
They had people that would really mistreat our veterans, and we couldn't do a thing about it because of the laws. Civil service and otherwise, you couldn't do a thing. They could be as bad as they wanted. They could do everything up to murder. And the way they treated some of these people were just horrible people. You couldn't fire them. And now we looked at them and we took about 7,000 of them and we said, you're fired. Get out. Get out.
From this day forward, I better not see a Republican at all say, I support the troops, because your figurehead is suing Veteran Affairs for registering us to vote, as well as designate Veteran Affairs offices, some of them, as voting places. And don't forget, your guy hates people like me. 100% permanent total disabled combat vets. We're losers and suckers. If you truly support troops, you're going to go to vote.gov, register to vote, and make sure you're voting blue this election.
This is the same person who pretended that he was angry that Colin Kaepernick was taking a knee, that black athletes were taking a knee. Now, a lawsuit was filed. This is active, proactive behavior.
This is Project 2025. This is what they want to do for veterans. Eliminate disability compensation. That'll save them that much. Eliminate a huge portion of veterans getting care at the VA. Narrow eligibility so less veterans have access. Put a 10-year time limit. So if you don't get access to the VA in the 10 years after you get out, you never will. Republicans, conservatives, hate veterans.
So here is my question to the group. Is it savable? I mean, why not abolish the VA, take all of the money that we are otherwise spending and go to any willing provider system within our communities, and then if people get bad care, they can vote with their feet, and you don't have a two-tier system of health care in this country with our veterans and with everyone else.
How is this patriotism? I can't wait to hear Republicans spin this into some narrative and how they're protecting America or putting America first when they're not letting veterans vote. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I know something that most people don't know. Veterans are overrepresented in those that are homeless, without address, without access to feed anything to make their lives better after they've given so much to this country. Veterans are. The people you're walking past on the street are more likely to be veterans than any other demographic. Veterans. And the VA is the only time they get help, the only place that looks out for them. So it makes sense that they have right or the ability to register them to vote and allow them to vote there. Also, it's a federal government office. So why wouldn't you allow that? Or why wouldn't you want that? It is absolutely disgusting that the people that are suffering the most because they gave the most for all of our freedoms are now being sued to restrict their access to the ballot box. And some of you all will pretend that this is in the best interest of this country while veterans are suffering in real life, not on Twitter. This is not a game. This is Donald Trump playing politics with people's lives, and you guys are okay with it. This is disgusting beyond disgusting. I'm Mondale Robinson. My first job was the Marine Corps. Don't tell me how to be American. Don't tell me that Republicans are acting in the best interest of America, our Constitution, our veterans, and any other institution that makes America America. It's just disgusting to watch this BS. To say what y'all are, and racist is what y'all are. I'm Mondale Robinson. I'm disgusted with this.